So it's Wednesday, time for a pull list, man. Really crazy excited because it's the beginning of Rebirth. Start getting some Rebirth titles this week, so that's crazy sweet. Uh, I've noticed that doing my pull list this way, I don't get near as many views as I did before. But I mean, I've never really gotten that many views before, and it doesn't really bug me that bad. I think this is a better product, so I'm going to continue to do it this way. Tell me what you think, and I know you don't get to see my pretty face, so that's probably part of it. But yeah, man, here's my pull list. Yeah. All right, so DC Comics, man, first week of Rebirth. Really excited for it. And first off, I got Batman Rebirth. Not really sure why they don't have the regular writer and artists that are doing this book, but Scott Snyder's starting it out. That's pretty strong. I knew that Jeff Johns was going to be a part of all of it. Next up, I got the Green Arrow Rebirth, man, and I'm not really sure why it is that they've got Benjamin Percy and Otto Smith doing the art on this. Not really a very well-known team, I don't think, so, we'll see. Then next up, I got Green Lantern Rebirth, #1. I'm really curious to see what's going to go on with this, man. I like Humphreys, and I really like Ethan Van Sciver doing Green Lantern, so, we'll see. Be cool to see what exactly is going to happen with the Red Lanterns trying to take over their property, which is Earth. Yeah. Then the last of the Rebirth titles I got was Superman. Really looking forward to what exactly that Peter Tomasi is going to do with that, because, I really enjoyed the New 52 Superman, and I really like Tomasi's writing, so, check that out. So, I've been reading a lot of Vertigo titles for the last, couple of years, and with all the shakeup going on at Vertigo, I'm really interested to see what's going to come out on the backside. The only thing I don't like is I'm not sure exactly what it is that are going to continue and what's fixing to end. This is one of those titles, man. Survivors Club. I've really enjoyed the art on Survivors Club by Ryan Kelly. I can't really say that I've been a huge fan of the story that's been going on, particularly the last 3 or 4 issues. I was really into this series when it very first started, but I believe that this is either the last issue or the next to last issue on Survivors Club. I got Unfollow. Unfollow has been really, really excellent, I think. I thought Marguerite Savage was the artist on this book, but it seems like maybe we're getting a new artist on this issue. Unfollow is one of the series that I believe is going to keep going. I heard a rumor that they were going to do an ABC show of Unfollow, so yeah, I'd be really curious to see how that all pans out. Next up, man, got Dynamite, man. Dynamite doesn't put out a whole lot of titles that I like, but they do put out some pretty unique titles sometimes. The steampunk stuff they do. So, first off, I got Red Sonja, man. Really like what Marguerite Bennett's been doing on this. Anaki's art has been just freaking on top of things. I didn't think that anybody could follow Gail Simone. I know I've said it before, but really enjoyed the art, particularly by Anaki on this. And then Marguerite Savage, man, most of the books that I've read she's done have really, really been good. Next up, from Marvel, I got a couple of Marvel titles this week. Been enjoying most of what Marvel's doing. I'm not going to take part in the Civil War II. Pretty sure I'm just going to go ahead and pick that up in trade once it's done. So first off, I got Moon Knight #3. I was going to drop Moon Knight after #1, and then I read #2, because I said it before, when I get something from my shop, I'm on the hook for the first 4 issues, but I really enjoyed issue 2 on this. Greg Smallwood's art, man, knocking it out of the park. Jeff Lemire, really enjoy the story he's writing, I guess. So, another Jeff Lemire title, man, this Old Man Logan. Seems to me like Old Man Logan has been coming out every week. Almost every week that I go to do anything talking about books, I've got a new Old Man Logan. But still really enjoying this story. Andrea Sorrentino's art, freaking phenomenal. And so yeah, I got Spider-Woman Omega. I really like this cover. I can only hope that the art on the Omega is better than the Alpha was. I can't say that I've been a huge fan of this series, but it has introduced me to Spider-Woman and Spider-Gwen to allow me to kind of make up my own opinion on that a little bit, I guess. Then we got coming out this week, man, from Image Comics, man. It's weird that I've really like migrated away from Image titles. I used to get a lot of Image titles, and now it doesn't really seem like I'm picking up that many, but I picked up Nailbiter number 22. I don't remember Nailbiter number 21. I remember at the end of the last issue of Nailbiter I read that Josh Williamson on the letters page was talking about how they weren't going to come back to July. So I'm a little confused as to why it is that it doesn't seem like I've gotten this book, but man, always really happy to get it. Next up, man, Boom Studios. Love Boom Studios, man. If you've been watching me, you know I believe that everybody should pick up more Boom. They are a studio that I've really migrated towards over the course of my collecting the last few years. So, I got number 15 on Giant Days. This cover is different from the other covers that have come out on Giant Days. Giant Days, man, got extended, but I've really enjoyed this series. Boombox, man, puts out some really awesome books, man. If you haven't checked out Giant Days and you like Lumberjanes or such like that, strongly recommend Giant Days. I got Power Rangers Pink number 1. I only picked this up because of the fact that I love pink. I also got the Marguerite Savage cover, which I think is freaking awesome. And, yeah, curious to check it out, you know. Next up, man, from Lions Forge Comics, man. The only thing that I've read from Lions Forge was Miami Vice that came out because I love Jim Mahfood so much. But Colin Bunn's got a new series coming out this week called Night Trap. So I'm going to go ahead and check that out and see what's up with it. So from American Gothic Press, man, putting out some pretty good work. Got Killbox number 2. I sang the praises of Killbox for the entire 2-week period that book came out. I think that the art on it is really fresh and new, man, by Nathan Gooden. And the story, while a story that you've heard before, is just done a little bit differently in this book. But just really enjoyable, man. Killbox. So then from Avatar, don't pick up a lot of Avatar titles, but man, they got a cool logo. I picked up Providence number 7 of 12. This is an Alan Moore series. If you're an Alan Moore fan, man, I would strongly recommend maybe picking this up in trade once it comes out, or however they go about reissuing it, because it's really been pretty good. If you like his From Hell or something like that, strongly recommend it. So that's my pull list for this week. I know there were several titles that I didn't get this week. Deadly Class, The Goddamned, Paper Girls, all stuff that I went to trade on. Although I may pick up issue 4 on The Goddamned because there's a Scotty Young variant that looked pretty freaking cool. And, I mean, I love Scotty Young variants. So, you know, didn't get that. I'm not, like I say, buying into the Civil War II. I'll go ahead and pick that up at trade whenever it's done with. Punisher number 2 came out this week, which I enjoyed Punisher number 1, but I didn't order a Punisher number 2 because I didn't get it on my pull list, so I'm not getting that. It may be something I go ahead and read and trade. And then there is a book called Bolts coming out from Action Labs Danger Zone, that if anybody out there reads that book, I mean, tell me what you think, because I love Danger Zone titles, and I would kind of like to see what their take is on a superhero. But, yeah, man, that's about all I got. You know, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. And, you know, keep the conversation going, y'all. So, hey, man, what's your favorite Scotty Young variant that you've seen? You know, tell me in the comments. And if it's one that you don't have, I will do my damnedest to try to ship that out to you, man, because I've got way too many. Thanks for watching, y'all.